Hi, I'm Katie Hawkins from Unbridled Equine. We're going to look now at our horse's hind end. This is the engine of our horse. And I have not met a horse yet that doesn't love having their hind end massaged. So your horse is gonna love this. Let's talk a bit about the muscles that are back here. Now remember, since we're working on the hind end of a horse, we've got these strong back legs, so using safety precautions is important. I like to stay to the side of the horse. I've worked on Ryan many times before, so he's quite comfortable with me working back here. The main muscles we're gonna look at are the gluteal muscle. This is the big butt muscle that runs right up here. The femoral bicep, that muscle runs right here. The quadricep, that's actually gonna run around. Good, he was showing us a little bit. He had a fly on him, but showing kind of how he can lift his legs up. The quadricep muscle right here. And then in the back, we have our hamstring muscles. There's a semimembranous and semitendinous. So there's two muscles that actually make up the hamstrings. And those run right back here, almost right next to your horse's tail. So let's start with the gluteal muscle. Up here, we're gonna work the muscle first by bringing his attention back here, using the effleurage stroke, warming up the muscle. And then since the gluteal muscle is a big, thick muscle, I'm gonna start facing towards the back. Just like I did with the long muscle through the back, the longissimus dorsi, I'm gonna use that same palm compression here on the gluteal muscle, coming actually up to what we consider part of the back. The back muscle and the gluteal muscle meet up in an interwoven kind of way. And so we wanna make sure we're hitting both. So I want you to start here and then work your way down that gluteal muscle. Good, you just started resting a leg, which I love. You can also come in with that raking motion again. Back and forth, really opening up that muscle and the fibers in there. 2 or 3 times. And then starting into a circular motion into the femoral bicep and the quadriceps. Yeah, there he goes. That was just a thank you that he gave me. Resting his leg, licking and chewing, yawning, all that good stuff. So I'm working circular motions in a gentle pressure, just relaxing that muscle. Now, carefully scoop in around the stifle. If your horse has a painful stifle or is really sensitive in this area, you may want to skip it. But going in and working the full part of that muscle all the way down. And then I also like to use that closed finger, just like I did with the tricep, and come the up and down direction in this muscle. All the way back to the hamstrings, working my way back. If the muscle is extra tight, you can find the belly of the femoral bicep and come down with that trigger point again. Holding the thumb and the thickest portion of the muscle. Good. Looking for those releases, maybe giving it a little bit of a wiggle, and then coming back in with those circular motions, watching where your body is in correlation to your horse. If they move around while you're working on them, that's fine. Just keep your movements fluid with them, and you can just move as they move. They're just helping you release those muscles. We're gonna move on to the hamstrings in the back. Facing towards your horse's tail, you're gonna start with a scooping motion back and forth. You're gonna get a little up close and personal with your horse, but you're doing it so they feel better. So it's important and you'll get to know each other better. So come in, start scooping the hamstrings all the way back. Do the whole entire hamstring. Starting at the top, working your way down, each time increasing your pressure. Since the hind end muscles are big, thick muscles, good. See how he's moving his tail? He's loving this. He's giving me space to work. Since your horse's hind end muscles are really strong, thick muscles, you can start with light pressure and increase it from there. Once you've come down the semimembranous, semitendinous hamstring muscles, and hopefully your horse has shown you how much they appreciate it too, I want you to find the groove that runs in between the two muscles, taking your fingertips, and don't worry if yours get a little dirty, that's just the oil of your horses, doesn't mean your horse is dirty. You're gonna come down and you're gonna strip right in between there, opening up the gap between those two muscles. Now, after we work the hamstrings, if you want to do a little bit extra, you can go back to the tail. Our horse's spine runs even into their tail. Now, I feel comfortable working behind Ryan. He knows me, he's relaxed, I feel comfortable. You can also do this from the side of your horse and not stand behind them at all. So gauge your horse appropriately. Using your hands at the base of the tail, up where you can still feel the bone, you're gonna work the tail in circular motions to the left, to the right, and you can even do what's called rocking. Holding the tail in one hand, you can take your palm on that hamstring. I'm gonna have him stand on, there he goes, he was so relaxed. And you can push and pull and get some movement through that pelvis and through those hips, just doing a gentle push and pull with the hamstrings and the tail. Horses love this. Good, Ryan. And it's also really nice because it gets movement through the ribs as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about how to massage your horse. I know your horse will thank you. And don't forget, muscles never lie. If you're interested in learning more about massage techniques, finding massage videos, or you want to sign up for a monthly newsletter that'll keep you up to date on everything Unbridled Equine, check out our website, unbridled-equine.com. Take care.